So let's talk about a typical product team. So I'm showing what a general small kind of product team would look like. Normally in an organization, when you've built a product team, you'd have a multifunctional team that is focused just on that product. They don't work on other things across. Sometimes you might have maybe a marketing role that could be across, multiple products, but normally best practice is to try and have a dedicated team just focusing on that. The first person I want to talk about would be the product owner. So the product owner is a really critical sort of role in a product team because they look after the roadmap and they kind of drive the vision for the product. And I'll go into a bit more detail about what they do in a moment. The next important role will be a UX practitioner. And I've put practitioner rather than designer because a UX person could be doing research, they could be talking to customers, they could be doing user testing, or they could be doing design. And the UX practitioner helps inform the product owner on where the value lies in the product by understanding the customers and talking and doing testing. And then I've put digital product marketer. So basically you need a marketing person who's experienced and understands digital products, who can market it in the right way. They'll be looking at the website, looking at growth opportunities, looking at cohort analysis and things like that. There's some product specific sort of skills that go into marketing. And then finally on the right hand side you have developers front and back end. So how that team's made up kind of depends on your company, and it depends on how many you'd have of each, how complicated the product is. You could have an external team that is your development team. It could be Code HQ, for example, but you would always have them dedicated to the product so that you could continue to deliver on sort of agile sprints, which I'll explain what they are in a minute. The other possible roles that I've mentioned down here is you have a business analyst. So a business analyst, we've got one at Code HQ who's been working with us. They will basically work out and understand all the different parts of the product, the documentation, make sure things work as they should be, continue to ask questions and pull it all together between development and sort of the rest of the team. The other role is a Scrum Master. A Scrum Master is kind of like a project manager-ish, but for an agile team. And they basically keep everyone on task, pull together daily stand-ups, do all the meetings, take all the post-it notes, all those kind of things. It's kind of like an organizer that keeps everyone on point. Then you have a product manager. The difference between a product manager and a product owner is more on the scale of the business. So you might have a product manager that manages 2 or 3 product owners that are then across 3 different areas of a product. So normally a small team, you just have a product owner. I've put quality assurance person. Again, could be part of your development team, but you would normally have some kind of QA check on everything. And then you could possibly have a tech architect who looks at the way the technology works with the other parts of the business and how it all works together. So I really like this from Jeff Bezos. It's just a good, easy thing to remember. He says if you can't feed a team with 2 pizzas, it's too large. So we call it the pizza team framework, in that your product team should be small, 7 to 10 maximum. And if it's bigger than that, then you should be breaking into 2 focus teams that are doing different things. So like I said, the product owner owns the vision, the mission, and they understand the measures of success. She's tuned into market trends and has an ever-changing product map laid out for the team to follow. So it's all those user needs, business goals, technology feasibility, UX strategy. They're across all of that, and they're making sure that they understand where the product needs to go, what the roadmap is, what the priorities are. So a really important role. Then you have the UX practitioner who, like I said, they can do that continuous discovery, keep talking to users, understanding the pain points. When you release a product, it's never perfect, and there's always going to be continued pain points. And when you address those and you fix them, new ones will occur, and it will be an endless cycle of just improving and getting better and testing and experimenting to make the product, grow and continue with that momentum. And then the digital product marketer, as I spoke to before, they all have growth strategies, understand how to leverage best tactics for digital products or SaaS. Developers, kind of your little superheroes there. You have all different kinds of developers with a mixture of front and back end, and you need a team that can build code reasonably quickly, because the point of having a product is so that if you want to test something, you can actually put it into a live environment in front of customers, and they can then, give you feedback. You can iterate, you can change, you can be agile in that sense.